Imagine landing on another planet and stumbling across what looks like a knight's helmet, just lying in the dust. That's exactly what NASA's Perseverance rover seemed to have found on Mars, a bizarre rock formation that could have been plucked straight from a medieval battlefield. The image, snapped by the rover's Mastcam-Z camera, shows a jagged, pointed shape, eerily similar to armor worn by soldiers centuries ago. Of course, this helmet isn't metal, and no knights ever set foot on the red planet. But its strange form is a reminder that Mars still holds plenty of mysteries. Up close, the rock, nicknamed Horneflya, is even stranger. Its rough, pitted surface and sharp angles are the result of natural forces, not blacksmiths. Geologists think it's volcanic in origin, slowly shaped over eons by Martian weathering, chemical reactions, mineral deposits, and relentless wind erosion. On Earth, such textures appear under very specific conditions, often involving heat, pressure, and water. The fact that something similar exists on Mars hints at a far more complex geological story than we once imagined. What really caught scientists' attention isn't the shape, it's the texture. The rock is packed with tiny spherical structures called spherules. These aren't decoration, they're the fingerprints of Mars's ancient past. On our planet, spherules can form when mineral-rich water flows through rock, leaving behind round mineral deposits, or during certain types of volcanic events. Their presence on Mars suggests that water once moved through this region, carrying dissolved minerals that crystallized over time. That possibility makes researchers sit up, because water, even ancient water, changes everything in the search for life. Still, the human brain can't help but see something familiar in this alien scene. It's a classic example of pareidolia, the mental trick that makes us spot faces in clouds or animals in rock formations. The helmet is just one of many Martian objects that have fooled our eyes. Perseverance has also found donut-shaped meteorites, rocks that look like avocados, and formations that seem to mimic bones or tools. These illusions spark excitement online, but they also highlight the challenge for scientists, separating what looks meaningful from what actually is. Pareidolia is more than just a fun quirk of perception. It can influence how we interpret otherworldly discoveries. On a subconscious level, our minds are constantly trying to make sense of the unfamiliar by comparing it to the known. In a barren, alien landscape like Mars, where shapes and textures are unlike anything on Earth, it's easy to imagine that we're looking at artifacts or fossils. But in reality, the helmet is just the work of wind, rock, and time. The spherules embedded in this formation might be the real treasure. They offer direct clues about the environmental history of Mars, especially its relationship with water. Scientists studying similar formations from earlier Mars missions believe that these spheres could point to a time when groundwater seeped through the planet's crust. If that's true, then this rocky relic might mark the site of ancient streams or mineral springs, places that billions of years ago could have been far more hospitable than the frozen desert we see today. Water is a game changer in planetary science. Its past presence raises questions about climate, atmosphere, and the possibility of life. Did Mars once have lakes and rivers? Could microbial life have thrived there? And if so, are there still traces hidden beneath the surface? Every odd rock, every chemical clue adds another piece to this puzzle. For now, the helmet remains a curiosity, one more strange landmark in Perseverance's growing photo album. But like all good discoveries, it's more than it first appears. Beneath its medieval disguise lies evidence of processes that shape a world, potentially making it a place where life once had a chance. And that, more than any optical illusion, is the real story worth paying attention to.